Chief executive of Lufthansa says the Iran crisis is the wake-up call needed for European carriers and a chance to get routes back from their Gulf competitors. Carsten Spohr says it shows European airlines need to recapture market share in the Middle East and beyond. And the attitude in Brussels, and perhaps this is the important point, the attitude in Brussels has already shifted.
I think when we talked about competitiveness, people always thought about profits, about margins. But we didn't talk enough about that it also means not being connected anymore. And now Europe realizes that to certain parts of the world, especially Southeast Asia, we're just not connected by our own means anymore. Lufthansa used to fly to more than a dozen of destinations in Southeast Asia. We are now down to 2, Bangkok and Singapore. Actually opening up Kuala Lumpur this year, fine, we go from 2 to 3. The rest, same for my competitors, you are depending on non-European airlines to get there.
Now, to the argument that would say, well, yes, but the other airlines that were flying them were able to fly them at a lower price or a more competitive cost. You're just complaining because they were able to do it cheaper. What would you say on this level playing field idea?
Well, again, let's start with what we need to be sovereign. As we all know, Europe cannot defend itself. Europe cannot provide its own energy. At least to connect itself to its global markets should be in the hand of Europeans, European politicians, European companies. That we have lost towards Southeast Asia. And why? Because there was no level playing field. Cost burdens on European hubs, which are not occurring on non-European hubs. Environmental cost, which only apply to European airlines, don't apply to our competitors outside of Europe. Add that all up, we are basically a cut-off.
Do you see that there will be any change? Or, worst scenario, everybody says terrible, 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 but nothing changes. This crisis, you know, what's that famous phrase, never waste a good crisis?
Well, let's first of all say none of us wanted this war. I mean, there's people dying over there. So I think we should never create this positive attitude on a crisis of that magnitude. But do I believe this will serve as a wake-up call? For old arguments we have been using for many years, I think the attention level I see now in Brussels since a few days is completely different.
Really?
It is.
In what sense?
Well, people now understand it's not just a big company complaining about competitiveness to increase its margins or to increase its profit, blah, 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 or not even to add jobs, which is a good argument in itself. No, it really is about Europe and our sovereign ability to connect.
At the Lufthansa Group, how are you naturally, to turn to yourselves, how are you managing what you're doing as a result? Obviously, fares will have to reflect the fact that your jet fuel has doubled.
Well, first of all, isolated on the crisis zone in Southeast Asia, we've added more than 50 flights over the last 3 weeks to bring people home, extra sections because of strong demand. So this is the operational way of managing it. But of course, even though we are hedged to more than 80%, a fuel price increase of that magnitude will reflect itself in prices, in fares, absolutely.
Do you sometimes just look at the things, whether it's the crisis and the war, the profitability, the margins, the potential purchase, the integration of it doesn't matter what, the sheer amount of stuff that you're all dealing with. It's quite extraordinary.
Yeah, but the company actually is celebrating its birth 100 years ago this year. And that, of course, forces you to look back and at the same time, hopefully, to look ahead. So is this a special company? We are based in Europe, which doesn't allow us to be as homogeneous, as simple, single brand, single company, single collective labor agreement as some of our competitors. We have a more complex business model, but it made us #1 in Europe and #1 in the world, actually outside the US. So all these efforts are well worth it. And in the end, we do in Lufthansa what Europe needs to do. You need to Europeanize to be large enough to play a global role. So what Brussels needs to do for the continent, we try to do for our company.